Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. If you like this episode, please remember to hit the like button and leave a comment or two, then subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications of whenever we release new videos. Also, please remember to share them to your social media.
Welcome back to Scary Bear Attacks. Today's episode takes us to the lush, mist-enshrouded woodlands of the Great Smoky Mountains near Gatlinburg, Tennessee, a region celebrated for its breathtaking scenery, diverse wildlife, and extensive network of hiking trails. Amid the serene beauty of this national treasure, a tragic event unfolded in May of 2000 that would leave an indelible mark on the local community and serve as a grim reminder of nature's unpredictable danger. About a mile past the Little River trailhead and up the fork of the Goshen Prong Trail is a secluded part of the Elkmont section of the park. It is a great place to bond with nature and enjoy fishing or pitch camp for a peaceful stay. Any visitor will likely run into wildlife, but some of the wildlife will make you regret it. The area surrounding the Smoky Mountains Campground is characterized by its rolling forested slopes, deep valleys, and meandering mountain streams. The temperate climate features cool, crisp mornings and mild afternoons, with frequent mists and occasional rain that enhance the region's ethereal beauty. Autumn brings vibrant red, orange, and gold hues, while spring revives the landscape with a burst of wildflowers and verdant growth. Yet even in this idyllic setting, the dense forests and rugged trails hide risks that become starkly apparent when humans and wildlife intersect unexpectedly. Thousands of miles of trails meander through the dense forests of eastern hemlock, American beech, and red maple trees. The understory consists of mountain laurel, rhododendron, and spicebush shrubs, with scattered pockets of blackberry, blueberry, and serviceberry, displaying their splendor throughout the year. The Smoky Mountains teem with life. From the delicate songbirds that herald the dawn to the elusive mammals that roam the undercover of dense foliage. Among the most inspiring residents are the black bears, whose adaptability and resourcefulness have allowed them to thrive in these diverse habitats. Although encounters between humans and bears are relatively infrequent, given the vastness of the forest, when they do occur, they serve as a potent reminder of the wild's inherent unpredictability. At the heart of today's account is 50-year-old Glenna Ann Bradley, a resident known for her deep connection to nature and her love of the outdoors. In her later years, Glenna enjoyed the quiet pleasures of walking the forest trails near her home, finding solace in the whispering trees and the gentle murmur of mountain streams. She hailed from Cosby, Tennessee, and was an elementary school teacher by trade. She and her ex-husband, 52-year-old Ralph Hill, were planning on spending time together at the park as they worked on repairing their relationship. Glenna's life, marked by decades of experience and a warm familiarity with the local landscape, made her a beloved figure in her community. Yet it was precisely this familiarity that sometimes led even the most seasoned individuals to let their guard down, particularly in a region where the wild is never entirely tamed. On Sunday, May 21st, 2000, as the gentle spring warmth began to settle over the Great Smoky Mountains, Glenna set out for one of her routine walks along a well-traveled trail near the Smoky Mountains Campground. Ralph had decided to fish, while Glenna exercised, so the two separated as each enjoyed their activity. On that day, the forest was alive with the sounds of chirping birds and the rustle of leaves, stirred by a mild breeze. A serene setting that belied the lurking dangers hidden in the underbrush. A little after 2 p.m., Ralph made his way to a small island in the creek to test his luck there, as Glenna enjoyed the fresh air and beauty of her walk. A little over an hour later, Ralph decided to touch base with Glenna, but couldn't find her. As he searched, he came across her fanny pack lying in the trail, an ominous sign of things to come. Continuing up the trail, Ralph was startled to see two bears, about 40 yards off the trail. The bears didn't flee at the sight of the man, which was an unusual response. They were standing over something in the brush, and were not afraid of him, as he slowly approached their location. As the larger of the two bears chuffed and popped her jaws at him, he could see the object on the ground was Glenna. She lay still and covered in blood. Now realizing that the bears had attacked Glenna, Ralph began trying to run the bears off by yelling and throwing things at them. The more he tried to get them to leave Glenna, the more aggressive the larger bear became. A hiker making his way along the trail came upon Ralph as he was confronting the bears. The hiker agreed to get help and sprinted down the trail toward Elkmont Campground. By 5 p.m. he had arrived and notified authorities of Glenna and Ralph's bear problem. A park ranger whom we refer to as Tony was ordered to the attack site and arrived a little after 6 p.m., along with 16 other rangers. The bears were still milling around Glenna's body and refused to leave. The past few hours, Ralph and others had tried to frighten the bears away, but they were met with aggressive and threatening behavior. The bears continually returned to feed off Glenna's body as Ralph looked on. Given the apparent evidence, Tony knew he had to end this situation, and soon, before it got any worse. He and his fellow rangers used their service weapons to kill both bears. Now able to recover Glenna's remains, her corpse was sent to East Tennessee State University for an autopsy. She was found to have died from blood loss from several serious bites on her body. The bears' carcasses were collected and delivered to the University of Tennessee Veterinary Medicine Department for a necropsy. The larger bear was found to be in good health, though small, weighing in at only 112 pounds. The smaller bear was also found to be in good condition and was the sow's cub. It weighed in at only 40 pounds. Based on track evidence at the scene and DNA evidence on the bear's paws, it was determined that both bears were involved in killing and eating Glenna. As for the bears' motives in attacking, killing, and eating Glenna, investigators deemed the attack as predatory in nature. There was no animal carcass cached nearby, and the cub had participated in the attack, ruling out that it could have been threatened by Glenna's presence. Speaking of cubs, our Cub Tier membership on Patreon, linked below, will give you ad-free early access to our episodes, and the $3 per month goes a long way in helping me continue to produce educational and entertaining content like this. One interesting fact that investigators revealed was that Glenna's discarded fanny pack contained food, which was untouched by the bears as they stalked her. The sow had been captured by biologists in 1998 and tagged for research purposes. Neither bear had ever been involved in a problem with people, and before this point had spent their lives remotely isolated from human beings. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park hosts approximately 1,500 black bears over its 800 square miles, making a bear density of 1 bear for every 1.9 square miles. Over its 66-year history, the park hadn't seen a human fatality due to a bear attack before Glenna's death. With 10 million visitors each year, the overcrowded bear population caused 17 bear incidents to be reported the year of Glenna's fatal attack. Of the 37 human fatalities caused by black bears in all of North America, Glenna's death made her the first one in the southeastern United States. On average, 1 black bear is culled from the park's population each year for nuisance behavior. After reviewing the facts surrounding this episode, I'm left with a few questions for you. If Glenna and Ralph had carried bear spray, would it have made a difference in this situation? Given the sow was not a problem before Glenna's death, is there any way wildlife experts can anticipate future predatory behavior from bears? Are you surprised that bear attacks in the park are as low as they are given the number of visitors the park sees each year? The heartbreaking story of Glenna Ann Bradley is a sobering reminder that even in places of great natural beauty like the Great Smoky Mountains, the wild remains unpredictable and at times perilous. Her tragic fate compels us to continually reassess our relationship with the natural world and to implement practices that protect both human life and the wildlife that calls these lands home. I will gladly read and reply to your thoughts, so post them in the comments section below and let's talk about it.
Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. If you've enjoyed this episode, please consider clicking on the like button and clicking on the bell icon. We'll help you know when we post our new episodes. Posting our video links to your social media profiles furthers awareness, and it's fun. We slashed our prices in our merch store, linked below, so check out the bargains there while you shop. As a member of our human community, remember to adventure bravely and be careful out there, especially in bear country.